Good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know, you know, this is insane. Basically, I'm insane. It is 11:22. Literally stopped working on the red brick house at my day job, which sometimes goes late into the night. Just stopped working there at 10:30. Came back, and now I'm doing my fireside chat, getting ready to go to bed and get some sleep. But I'm like wired. I don't know why, but I'm like wired. Things are going well over there at the house and stuff, and it's exciting to see the changes on it by the day. But I want to talk about the biggest thing that the Dallas Cowboys did this offseason. One of the reasons why I think the Dallas Cowboys were successful last year, which is contrary to what you think. You know, a lot of times people will think that you've got to go ahead and change all your personnel and stuff, which it always is better to have more talented people. I'm not going to dispute that. The Eagles, they lived by that last year, and fortunately for them, they hit home runs every time. I've never seen that happen before because you've seen teams like the Commanders, aka before the Washington Redskins, that were always trying to get more and better talent, and they just never had. I mean, you looked at Albert Hainsworth, and they already had a great defense. You looked and said, "Oh my God, they're going to be incredible." That's not copywritten music. That's okay. Um, and it just didn't work out. He ended up getting that big that contract and just got fat and lazy, or fatter and lazier. The Cowboys last year, they didn't go out and get a whole lot of. They didn't spend any money. Let's be clear, they did not. We ended up calling Stephen Jones Catboy. Nobody's been calling him Catboy this year. In fact, nobody's been saying anything negative about him because they brought in Stephon Gilmore and Brandon Cooks. Definitely two great acquisitions. But the thing that they've been so good at is finding diamonds in the rough. Guys that maybe have been journeymen that didn't work well, where they were, and turning those guys around, especially on the defense, more on the defense than the offense. The offense has been basically guys we pretty much drafted until Brandon Cooks this year. But you look at how this defense has evolved from 2020, which was, the end of the Jason Garrett guys and stuff, and literally was the worst defense. It literally made me want to throw up my Italian sub. It literally made it made me just want to throw up everything because having played nose tackle, having played defense, seeing a defense that was ass, I'm sure Sadie McCoy would say, and I'd have to agree with him on it. For that defense to turn around, it's actually incredible. And you have to look at the biggest thing, and I don't know where we would be had they not done this, was Dan Quinn. You okay, babe? She got a cold. Bless you. You're welcome. Um, Dan Quinn. Can you imagine where we would be if we had not brought back Dan Quinn, or Dan Quinn had gotten a head coaching job somewhere else? Somebody else would have been lucky. I mean, they would have been blessed to have had that guy. And it's amazing because so many people looked at him with his last year in Atlanta that, oh, this guy's a bum. In fact, Cowboy fans, why are we signing this guy? He stinks. You see what he did with the Falcons? I mean, you mean go to the Super Bowl? Because we go to the Super Bowl all the time now. All the time. Every year. But Dan Quinn, bringing him back, or getting him to stay, I shouldn't say bring him back, getting him, begging, I don't know if Jerry had to say, please, baby, please, baby, please, baby, please. I don't know what he had to do to get him to come back. But getting him back has been nothing short of miraculous for this defense. Micah Parsons loves him. This was a quote from Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn admits he's been excited each year with the Cowboys, seeing the talent he has on defense and the trajectory. But he also still feels that 23 feels different and more leveled up than 21, 22. See, the question I have about Dan Quinn is this. He did interview for head coaching jobs, but just didn't feel like he was like really all in. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm going to go interview for those things. But see, there's a difference between being a head coach and being a coordinator. And not everybody's cut out to be a head coach because a head coach is more like a CEO. You are more overseeing everybody else. Your job is to put people in positions to succeed. For example, most CEOs don't know how the sausage is made. They don't have a clue. They don't. But their job is to make sure that down the line, that the people who are down below know how to get the people who know how to make the sausage. That's how it works. And Dan Quinn, as the head coach, you're meeting with the owner and you're doing all the press conferences and things. You're overseeing the offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinators, and running the coaches' meetings and stuff like that. And I know from my own personal experience, I hate running a job. I don't want the paperwork. My wife, honey, how much do I like paperwork? Hated it. Hate it. What do I do best, baby? What do I do best?
Hands-on work.
She said his best work is hands-on. Is that what you said, baby?
And you're spatial.
And I'm spatial. She says I'm good at making things fit. Isn't that what you said, baby?
Something like that.
Something like that. And when you saw that cabinet, what did you say?
It's big.
She said it's big. Okay.
Walking through every door.
And I said, "Don't worry, baby, it'll fit." There's a difference, and it may be because you look at a guy like Norv Turner, who looked like he would rather be anywhere other than being the head coach of the Commanders. But then again, that's everybody who's head coach of the Commanders. But as an offensive coordinator, one of the best there's ever been. You can look at Wade Phillips. He's done some kind of stupid things as a head coach. I mean, he literally has. Oh, geez. But as a defensive coordinator, one of the best that's ever been out there. And maybe what you're looking at is Dan Quinn, understanding that he really likes being that coordinator. He likes being down there making the sausage, or should I say, making future Hall of Famers like Micah Parsons. And maybe, just maybe, we're blessed that maybe he's not in a hurry to be that head coach again. That maybe he just wants to teach. So I'm excited and happy about that. This is the no drama zone right now for the Dallas Cowboys, which is kind of weird because we know we have contracts that are being worked on Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, and Dak Prescott. Typically, we'd be hearing Catboy talking about, they got to understand they got to leave money on the table for others. Or, oh, well, we thought that we were going to get a deal for such and such. We don't hear that stuff anymore. We don't. And we don't have guys that are holding out and threatening to leave. We don't have, say, Kirk Cousins, who he's on the last year of his deal and can't be tagged, and basically saying, we're not negotiating until March, in which case he can be a free agent. Now, some people will say, yeah, get rid of that bum. But be careful what you wish for. Because I'm going to say, I believe the Commanders, left hand up, may have been better off having paid Kirk Cousins than going through all of the guys. And I mean all of the guys that they did. See, this is the thing about life. Be careful what you wish for because you might just get it. And it might not be what you think it was going to be. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and take my spatial ass to bed and get myself some sleep so I can get back on that red brick house tomorrow morning, God willing. But remember, always remember, tell the people you love them. I love you, baby. Because you might not get the chance again. And I love you guys. And God willing, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.